Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a mindfulness session, a meditation session today. It's wonderful to think that you're all out there and that you've chosen to take a break this afternoon from your busy day. So before we start, my name's Natalie and I'm part of the welfare team at DMU. And I'm also a mindfulness practitioner as part of our team. So I'm going to be guiding you through just a couple of quick seated meditations this afternoon, which hopefully will just give you a little bit of a break. Hopefully you've read through the information just at the start of the presentation about looking after yourself. So if at any point you feel uncomfortable or you wish to end your practice, that's fine. There's also some support information that we've put up for you to access support if you need to. But mindfulness and meditation is used by thousands of people around the world to support well-being. So hopefully this will be a useful and pleasant experience for you today. We're going to start off with a body scan, which is probably something, if you've meditated before, you've heard about. And wherever you are in your home or wherever you are joining us this afternoon, if you can just find a comfortable way to sit and relax in a chair, or if you're lying down, that's fine as well, however you are today. But just for a start, just beginning to settle back. And the thing that I'd like you to keep in mind today is that you have permission to do nothing, just for half an hour. So it's just giving yourself this time today to just restore your energy a little bit and just bring some peace and relaxation into your day. And just allowing this chair that we're sitting in just to take the weight. So just feeling comfortable where we're sitting. And on the screen, you can see there's a leaf floating on some water. It's something for you to focus on this afternoon if you'd like to. Or as we move through practice, you can close your eyes, whatever works for you. And we're going to start today by just taking a few deep breaths. So in your own time, taking a nice deep breath then through the nose and just breathing out and just allowing the shoulders to soften and just let go. And if you repeat that now 2 more times in your own time, so just nice breath in and then just a breath out, and just allowing the body to begin to settle and relax onto the chair or onto the floor if you're lying down. And just checking in this afternoon with you and how you are. And if you've completed your breathing, just allowing that breath pattern to return to its normal state. So if you can just notice where the movement's happening in your body, you don't need to change anything. But where is your breath happening in your body today? It could be in your belly, it could be your chest, it could be your throat. You notice just a little movement as the breath comes in and out of the body. And this is our anchor this afternoon. We will return to this point when the mind wanders. So whenever we meditate or become mindful, the mind wanders. That's its job, it thinks. But we can return, we can choose to return back to our anchor, which is our breath at any moment. So just for a few moments, just noticing where the movement of your breath is this afternoon in your body. Just watching it rise and fall. No need to change anything, no judgment. Perfect as it is. And the mind will wander, and that's normal. We just notice that and just bring it back to the breath or the part of the body that we're focused on. And as we sit here breathing on the chair this afternoon, just notice the points of contact that you have. So it might be your back against the back of the chair, your buttocks on the seat, your legs, your feet on the floor. And as you breathe, just noticing those points of contact, just allowing yourself to relax, giving yourself permission to do nothing. Because there's nothing to do for a few minutes. You can just let go. And the mind will wander. And we can bring it back to the breath or the part of the body we're focused on and the points of contact. Giving yourself permission to just take a break. And we're going to check in with the body now. We're going to bring our attention to the body. We're going to take a journey together as we breathe this afternoon. So we're going to start off by bringing your focus and your attention to the very top of your head, to the crown of your head. And if you feel comfortable to do so, you can close your eyes or you can focus on the leaf in front of you. Just check in with that head. How is that feeling this afternoon? You might notice a headache, good feelings, nothing. Really bring your focus to the crown of the head. And as you take your next breath, you can just let go and allow space and relaxation to come to that part of the body, consciously letting go of the top of the head and allowing it to release. And we're going to move down now to the face, the jaw, the back of the neck. Bringing your attention to this area and just noticing if there's any stress or tension or holding here. And without judgment, we can let go. As we breathe out, we can just allow that area to soften and release. And the mind wanders, and that's fine. When we notice, we can just bring it back to the breath and the area of the body, the back of the neck and the throat. And we're just going to let that area fade now as we bring our attention down to the shoulders. Often an area we find we hold tension, so let's just check in. How are your shoulders today? And the mind will wander, and that's fine. We can bring it back to the shoulders and the breathing. And as you breathe out, just letting those shoulders release, letting them drop. Whatever we find there, we just accept without judgment, but we can just let go. Because there's nothing to do for a few minutes. Just allowing those shoulders to release and soften. As we breathe this afternoon together, with nothing to do for a few moments. And as the mind wanders, we can escort it back, kindly, gently. And now I'd like you to focus in on the area of your back, which is in contact with the chair or the floor. Really think about that big muscle at the back there. And as you breathe out, just allowing that to soften and let go. Nothing to do for a few minutes. Just to relax and let go. As we breathe this afternoon, the shoulders are softening, the back's releasing. We can return the thoughts back to the breath if they wander. And now bringing your attention to your belly area, allowing that to soften and release. And just to let go as we breathe out. And the big muscles of the thighs and the buttocks. The chair taking the weight and holding you this afternoon while you take a break and just let go. And moving down to the shins. The whole body now just releasing and softening. Right down to your feet in your shoe. Just bring your attention down to those feet and the temperature of your feet, the texture of your sock or your shoe. Really bringing your focus down and checking in. And whatever we find, we can just soften a little and let go as we breathe, giving permission to the body and mind to just let go for a few minutes. And now we just bring attention to the whole body on the chair. Breathing. And you might notice that your breathing patterns change slightly. Just notice that again. No judgment, just allowing the body to release and relax for a few minutes. And now we're going to move on to a guided meditation. And I'd like you to think of a word which just comes to mind, which you associate with your well-being. So it might be something like peace, calm, energy. Just allow a word to float into your consciousness this afternoon, something you'd like more of in your life today. Positive word associated with well-being. And together we're going to walk through a guided meditation to take us closer to that word. So I would like you to imagine in your mind's eye a very beautiful staircase. So either a thickly carpeted staircase in a house with a handrail, or a beautiful outdoor staircase like you can see on the photograph if you've got your eyes open. And just visualize that as a very beautiful and safe place. And there are 10 steps. And at the bottom of your staircase is your word waiting for you, whatever that word is. And together we're going to take a journey down your staircase, which is a safe place for you just to let go even more this afternoon. As we take a step into step 10. So as we stand on step 10, we can just breathe out, allowing ourselves to feel grounded, released, more relaxed. As we move down towards step 9, closer towards our word of well-being, our sense of well-being this afternoon. And if the mind wanders, that's fine. Just bring it back to the steps and your word. As we move down to step 8, the body becoming more soft, more released. The breathing just gentle in the body. As we come down to step 7, allowing the chair to take the weight, nothing to do for a few minutes. And we'll move further down now to step 6, feeling a sense of calmness growing, of relaxation, and your word of well-being ever closer. As we move down to step 5, allowing those shoulders to drop a little bit more, the feet to connect with the floor a little bit more. As we step down now onto step 4, nothing to do for a few minutes. Just let go. The mind wanders, just bring it back. And we're moving down now to step 3. Closer to your sense of well-being, the word that resonates with you today. As we move down to step 2, the chair taking the weight, nothing to do, permission to let go. Moving down now to step 1, and taking our final step onto the ground, and our sense of well-being. And really now visualize in your mind's eye that word, the one that you chose, whatever works for you. Peace, calm, energy, whatever you've chosen. And just try and get a real sense of how that feels. How does that feel for you today? And silently in your mind's eye, just repeating, I am, whatever your word is. I am calm. I am peaceful. And just repeating that now 3 times. I am. And knowing that you can return to a place of peace and well-being whenever you need to. If you just give yourself permission to take a break, just to breathe wherever you are. And just taking a few moments now just to sit here in silence as we breathe on the chair. with your word in your mind and your focus on your breathing, just for a few moments. And becoming aware that this sense of well-being and place of stillness is one that you can return to whenever you need to, just by giving yourself permission to take a break and let go. And keeping that word with you today: I am peaceful, I am calm. And we're going to check through the body again. We're just going to revisit all the places we journeyed through together this afternoon, with our mind peaceful, with our word kept with us. Let's check in with those feet. So bringing your attention to your feet, and the points of contact with the floor, your heel, or the sole of your foot. Just breathe out and allow the feet to just relax a little bit more and soften. A real sense of grounding available to you whenever you need it. Just checking in with that area of the body. And we'll move back to the shins, muscles at the back of the leg. Seeing if we can allow them to release and let go just a little bit more this afternoon. And the mind will wander, and that's fine. We can always kindly bring it back to the breath and the body. To the knees, let's check in there. Allowing them to soften and just let go. And the big muscles of the thighs, the buttocks, seated on the chair, which is taking your weight this afternoon. So you can let go, because there's nothing to do for a few minutes. Just give yourself permission to sit here, breathing, and just relax. And now we'll notice from this area, the belly, back to the belly area where the breath often, we can notice that movement there, the gentle in and out. Perfect in its own way, we don't need to change it. But let's just stop off here and notice the breathing just for a few minutes, a few seconds. Always there as an anchor for us to return to when we need to. And we can move back now to the big muscles of the back, being supported by the chair. And the mind will wander, and that's fine. We can bring it back to the breath, to the body, whenever we need to. Let's check in with those big back muscles. With the chair taking the weight, we can just let go a little bit more. Up to the movement of the chest. Let's check in. Those lungs, the front of the chest. Can we soften that area a little bit more, keeping our word in mind with us, keeping our breathing as our anchor. And let's move up to the shoulders. Do a lot of work for us, but now we're going to give them a break. And just soften those shoulders a little bit more. Just sit back a bit more. Just let those shoulders release if you can. And the mind will wander, and that's fine. We can bring it back to the breath. Nothing to do for a few minutes. Just focusing in on us, on our breath and our body as we sit breathing this afternoon. And bringing your focus now to the back of your neck, and your shoulders, the front of your neck. And as you breathe out, just let that go. And as we move up now, back of the head and the face, let's check in with the face muscles. Often we hold a lot of tension in the jaw. Just try and release that. Just let the jaw hang a little bit. Soften the tongue. Release it from the top of the mouth. Allow the forehead to soften and the eyebrows to soften. And we just let go. The whole body breathing on the chair. Moving up now, past the ears, up to the top of the head, to the crown, once again, where we started our journey. And just checking in. Permission to do nothing and let go. And if the mind wanders, that's fine. We can just bring it back to the breathing and the body and just focusing on that crown. How does that feel? The head. The relaxed jaw. Nothing to do for a few minutes. Everything feeling soft and released. And our word will stay with us, I am, as we take that out into the afternoon and to the rest of the day, I am. Knowing that we can return back to a place of peace whenever we need to. And we're going to start to come back now from our mindfulness meditation journey this afternoon together. Wonderful to think of everybody out there prioritizing their well-being and just taking a break. So just become a little bit more aware of the sounds in the space where you are. Just notice any sounds that you can hear. Bring a little bit of movement now back into your fingers, into your toes in your shoes or your socks. A little bit of movement into the body. Just returning back now, very, very gently. And when you feel able to do so, you can open your eyes if you haven't already. Maybe have a bit of a stretch. And just check in again. And just notice if you feel different from when we started. I know I do. Whether you feel a little bit more relaxed. And knowing that mindfulness is a practice that you can return to when you need it. You don't need to spend loads of money on it. There are free YouTube tutorials you can Google. Mini mindfulness, mini meditation, just have a look. Also, there are fantastic apps like Headspace and Calm you can check out. Some elements of that are free. And it is a practice. And we're just accepting every day will be a little bit different. And however you're feeling today is completely normal. The next time you practice, it's likely to be different. And DMU students can have a look at the Healthy DMU Hub for more information about the things that we offer, such as mindfulness. And we have masterclasses, including one at the moment about positive mindsets, which is about facing the challenges that we're all looking at the moment, but we're being able to look after yourself and take a positive approach to that. So please do have a look on the Healthy DMU Hub for some more information. And it's my honour and privilege to offer this session for you as part of DMU Pride. So I hope that you're able to attend some of the Pride events and that you find that really engaging and useful to you. And it just goes for me to say now to wishing you all the best, to stay well, to look after yourselves and each other. And yeah, hopefully mindfulness and meditation is something that you can come back to and try again. So thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Thank you.